Why is Mike Wolfe, the star of American Pickers, begging? Hello everyone, my name is Alana B. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. The fact that American Pickers is in its 25th season is difficult to believe. This program doesn't seem to have been on the History Channel for very long. Mike Wolfe and his picking companions' highs and lows have been witnessed by fans. Fans are currently experiencing new lows. Wolfe is pleading with everyone who would listen because of those new lows. American Pickers' mission was to preserve history, more especially American history, one pick at a time. It started when Frank Fritz and Mike Wolfe, two pals, started touring the U.S. They were searching for shards of history in garages, barns, and other places. They then resold those historical artifacts in their Gawa store. Although American Pickers, like other reality TV programs, has undergone various alterations, the show's basic idea remains the same. The show no longer features Frank Fritz. Frank Fritz had to stop picking on Mike Wolfe because of his health problems. Fritz's health isn't at its best because he had a stroke a few years back. These days, Mike Wolfe, his brother Robbie Wolfe, and Danielle Colby are the main characters on the show. American Pickers has also introduced Jersey John Shelley as a regular. Mike Wolfe is seeing a decline in American Pickers ratings as a result of all the recent adjustments the show has undergone. The popular show on the History Channel isn't performing as well as it could. The ratings for American Pickers, a once wildly popular show, are steadily declining. There doesn't seem to be a strategy in place at the History Channel for raising ratings. Mike Wolfe adores his life as a picker. He enjoys playing American Pickers. He is now pleading with people to watch the show as a result. Mike Wolfe will take action to safeguard American Pickers if the History Channel does nothing. He is also not beyond pleading. In an attempt to increase interest in American Pickers, Mike Wolfe posted on Instagram. He shared several pictures of himself out picking. He wrote, "Last call to watch tonight's episode of At American Pickers on the At History Channel," as the caption for the set of pictures. At 9/8, don't miss this train. Not just Mike Wolfe is pleading. American Pickers fans are also pleading. Most of those supporters seem to want Frank Fritz to come back. Unfortunately, he is not well enough to go back at this time. At least one fan has made American Pickers an ultimatum because of Frank Fritz's absence. "Only if American Pickers is replayed with Frank will I watch it. Go on," someone wrote on social media. Share your thoughts with us. How does Mike Wolfe's plea for viewers to watch American Pickers make you feel? Is Frank Fritz's departure from the show causing the numbers to decline? Leave a remark in the space provided below. Mike Wolfe, why is the American Pickers star begging? If you've ever watched American Pickers, you've likely come to know Mike Wolfe as one of the sharp, savvy treasure hunters scouring the American countryside for rare antiques, forgotten treasures, and fascinating collectibles. But recently, fans and media outlets have been scratching their heads over something strange. Mike Wolfe is begging. Yes, you read that right. Mike Wolfe, the man who's made a career out of flipping vintage finds for big profits, is now asking for help. But why? Before we dive into the shocking reason behind Mike's begging, let's first take a moment to understand who he is. Mike Wolfe isn't just the co-host of American Pickers. He's an entrepreneur, a passionate antique hunter, and the mastermind behind a successful business that has amassed a fortune over the years. He's been doing this for decades, traveling across the U.S., unearthing history, and preserving valuable pieces of Americana for collectors and history buffs. But now the situation has taken an unexpected turn. Mike Wolfe, despite his immense success, is facing a challenge that has left fans wondering what could possibly be going on behind the scenes. The surprising shift.
You might
Why
have
is
noticed
Mike's
Wolfe
recent social media posts or comments that show a completely different side to the usually confident, self-assured figure we're used to seeing on TV? So what's the deal? Here's the scoop. 1. Personal crisis. The first reason for Mike's current plea for help seems to stem from personal struggles. Like many people, he's had to face challenges that can't be solved with money or antiques. After the tumultuous changes in his life, including personal relationships, shifts in his career, and emotional stress, Mike has been forced to seek support from his followers and fans. It's not easy for someone used to being in control to admit they need help, but it's clear that Mike is reaching out for some kind of assistance. 2. Financial struggles behind the scenes. Though Mike has made a name for himself as a successful businessman, the reality of running a large-scale operation can sometimes be much more difficult than it seems. With the success of American Pickers also comes a lot of pressure. For years, Mike has been juggling his role as a producer, collector, and entrepreneur, while also maintaining a public image. But recent reports suggest that the financial side of his business hasn't been as lucrative as expected. Could it be that Mike Wolfe, despite all of his success, has been struggling to maintain cash flow in the face of rising production costs, business ventures gone awry, or even personal debt? 3. Issues with the show. While American Pickers has been a hit for over a decade, the show hasn't been without its controversies. There's been increasing speculation surrounding the future of the show, especially after Mike's co-star, Frank Fritz, left the show due to a series of public disagreements and health issues. It's unclear if the drama behind the scenes has affected Mike's financial stability, but insiders have hinted that there have been tensions on set and changes in how the show is run, possibly influencing Mike's need to ask for support. 4. A different side to Mike. Mike has always been known for his charismatic personality and his expert eye for finding rare items. But behind that tough exterior, he is, like many of us, human. And humans sometimes need help. This recent begging comes across not just as a desperate plea, but as a more vulnerable, authentic side of Mike that viewers are seeing for the first time. Whether it's seeking financial support, emotional guidance, or simply trying to connect with his fans during a difficult period, Mike seems to be showing that even the most successful, famous people go through hard times. What does Mike Wolfe's begging mean for his fans? For fans of American Pickers, Mike's recent actions could be seen as an opportunity to relate to him on a deeper level. While many know Mike for his uncanny ability to find treasure in the most unlikely of places, it turns out that the pick of the day might not always be something you can find at an old farmhouse. Sometimes, the treasure is the help and support we can give one another, whether it's financial, emotional, or just a message of encouragement. Mike's situation is a reminder that fame and fortune don't make someone immune to life's struggles. No matter how many rare antiques or amazing finds he's uncovered, Mike Wolfe, like the rest of us, is still a person with vulnerabilities. And while we may have been used to seeing him as the tough, confident pick-and pro on TV, this side of him shows a rawness that is all too real. Could this be the end of all this talk of begging, struggling, and personal turmoil? One question is on the minds of many. Will Mike Wolfe's personal issues and challenges affect his future on American Pickers? Is the show in danger of being canceled, or will it continue to air with or without him? While it's unclear what the future holds for American Pickers, one thing is for sure. Mike Wolfe is not someone who easily gives up. His passion for finding treasure and preserving history is evident in everything he does. And though he might be going through a difficult chapter in his life, his resilience and determination will likely push him forward. Whether that means a new direction for the show or a personal journey of growth and change remains to be seen. The final takeaway: Mike Wolfe is only human. At the end of the day, the reason Mike Wolfe is begging is simple. He's human, just like the rest of us. He's not invincible. he's not exempt from hardship. And just because he's made a career out of picking treasures doesn't mean he hasn't experienced some personal losses, financial setbacks, or struggles behind the scenes. So while his begging may seem out of character, it's a reminder that we all go through tough times, no matter how successful we might seem on the outside. Fans of American Pickers may continue to be intrigued by what's next for Mike Wolfe, but for now, the only thing left to do is to show empathy and support for the man who has entertained us with his love of history and treasure hunting for so many years. So, what do you think? Will you continue watching American Pickers, or does Mike's recent begging change your perspective on his future? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, American Pickers 24, and stay with us.